Genuinely, how do I start this? When a good friend of yours turns out to be somebody that he isn't, you can't stick around, you gotta disconnect. I haven't posted on this channel in how long? A year now, I think? Had a few videos, deleted those videos, stuff like that, blah blah blah. Disconnected with people, connected with people, blah blah blah. Basically, was afraid of just posting in general. So I joined a friend of mine. A friend named Starline or Prince Flame. And as of today, Sunday, May 10th, 2026, it has been discovered that Prince Flamer, aka Starline, a 19-year-old, requested nudes from a 16-year-old and did receive those nudes. Now, it's not shared at what point he discovered their age, but regardless, it's bad. He could have asked from the beginning. He could have just tried to get it from them from the start, but instead only got their age whenever he got it. I'm not even sure if he didn't know their age until after the nudes or if he knew their age before the nudes. I'm not sure at all. I wasn't aware of this. I had been appearing in his streams as a D-side Sonic, and I've been working on stuff for him like this model that I'm going to put on screen right here. And I also started working on a whole casino world for him. All that's scrapped now because of what he did. And while I'm making this video about him getting nudes from a 16-year-old and constantly flirting with them, I'll try to get screenshots and put the evidence up on screen. Not only did, he do that, there's some other things that I feel like I should call out that weren't brought up. Number one, he allowed 2 minors in the 18 plus channel because they were mods. Yes, they were mods, but it's an 18 plus channel. They should have a junior mod role until they're actual adults. One was 15, one was 16, if I'm correct. I might be wrong. I'll double check and put it in the edited version. I'll put it on screen if I was right or wrong. He allowed minors in the 18 plus channel where porn art was being made and sent. But not only that, there's this user that goes by the name of... I don't really care for them. I don't care for them. I'll make a joke at them here or there. I'll be friendly, but we're not buddy-buddy. But I can respectfully say this. I hated them at one point because Starline made them a worse person than what I could perceive them to be. He willingly let flirt with the minors in the 18 plus channel and did not tell them to stop, nor did he tell them their age. He let it happen. He would watch as he jokingly flirted with these minors or seriously flirted. I couldn't tell whether it was serious or joking, but he let it happen. He didn't say, hey, those are minors, don't do that. He let it happen. And he watched until I called it out. I had to call it out and I had to correct it. And then when it was corrected, people would be mad at me because they didn't know truly what was going on, underneath the surface. And another thing that I really needed to get off my chest. Oh, a good bit ago, just a few days ago, Starline was thinking about removing me from his team entirely, because he said, and I quote, "Creature starts too many issues." The issues I started was pointing out people's weird things, I'm not going to say who, because what they did doesn't really matter, because it does matter. It was gross as well, but not as gross as being a straight-up pedophile. One of them talked about their vor fetish publicly. Another literally threatened to vor me. Yeah, that's 2 vor things already. Somebody threatened to literally, kill me because I said I didn't like the game Pressure. And a lot of stuff like that. And when I brought it up publicly and said, hey, stop that crap, Because, like, I would bring it up to them personally, they wouldn't care. I brought it up publicly, then they care. He said he's starting too many issues. The main issue I pointed out was that vor shit. Because that is a fetish, and they kept doing it, right? In the non-18 plus call. They later started to get better at it and do it in the 18 plus call, but at first it was in the non-18 plus call. It was in a call fully accessible to minors. A 14-year-old joined the call, got moaned in his ear, and then got told about someone's vor fetish. 14! That's not okay. And he just let it happen. He never corrected any of that. Oh my, that is genuinely sickening. And another thing, all of his art that he had on his channel, all that stuff is no longer allowed to be used. If you see Starline using his art, using the art that he's always used. My cat literally just sneezed. Okay. If you see Starline using any of the art he normally used, don't allow it. It was made by a good friend of his, well, an old friend of his, and a friend of mine, Weird Weeb. I'll put it like this Discord right here. He did commissions and stuff, but he did Starline stuff for free. He did it for free, and all he had to do in turn was just let him join in on stream. And even then, that was going to be there from the beginning because they were best friends. And that's sickening. You go behind your best friend's back and you use your image. You use his art to represent your image, which then you groom a 16-year-old. There's a lot more shit, and there's so much more detail I could go into about the whole server, and not just Starline. But I think for this, I'm just gonna make a video about Starline, and I will be posting actual videos again because now that the Starline stuff is gone and he already thought about removing me, I might as well, start posting on my own again. That has nothing to do with this video. I have nothing else to say because I feel like I should go to one of the people who's dealt with this shit longer. I'm gonna leave the rest of the video off to a good friend of mine, Chris. I'm gonna put their channel up too, right here, so you can go watch their version of this video. This was genuinely disgusting though. Starline, if you're watching this, don't use any stuff any of us made for you to represent yourself anymore. You couldn't make anything yourself, and that is sad. But that doesn't mean we still want you to keep using our stuff now that we're gone. Don't use Weeb's art. Don't use Chris's art. Don't use any of my lore that I helped you with. Just start from scratch. That's all I can say. Start from scratch. Maybe you can change as a person. I doubt it, though. I really doubt it. But I know you're not going to quit the internet. It's not who you are as a person. And I know if I say for you to quit the internet, you won't listen. It's who you are. It's your nature. You want to stick around because you feel like it's your place. Which most people feel that way. But when it comes to people like you, I think you should just quit. I'm gonna pass the video on to Chris now.
Hey everyone, Chris VA here, or aka known as Casino Tales. You may know me from Prince Flamers or Starline's channel, or my own. Unfortunately, I have quit the casino. I had learned some unfortunate news this morning that Starline, a dear friend of mine, did some very inappropriate things with a minor. And as a minor myself, I was disgusted. I left the casino. I started making my own server for my friends, but I wanted to come here and address some things that happened in the server, but I will not be naming names as some people have been forgiven by me for what they did, others have not, but I don't want to create more drama than there already is. So I'll just start with the beginning. I had been friends with Starline for relatively 3 years now. He was making another server while I was in stream with him, and he was announcing it, and I had helped him fix it, as there were a lot of things wrong with it. Nothing wrong with having things missing, I was just trying to help, but, like, a week or two afterwards, I was in call with a few others. At this point, because I was a mod, I had access to the 18 plus chat, which was not ideal, especially because I am a minor. But, of course, Starline did not really care or notice. I would say he wouldn't care, but he did care in a way, but that was only because he got in trouble. Anyway, I was in call when somebody will call C started to beg and moan in call as people were condoning this behavior, while me and another minor were hella uncomfortable. I just let it slide because I'm a very easygoing person and I don't really like causing conflict. The other person, I'm pretty sure, liked it or something. I don't fucking know. I wasn't really paying attention. Eventually, they left, and then people were like, wait, isn't that person right there a minor? And then people found out I was a minor. The whole idea went on. They're like, oh no, we're in so much trouble. And I was somebody who didn't want them to be in trouble because they didn't know. So I thought, this isn't their fault. I told them I'm sorry. I should have told you earlier. I forgave them and da da da. But Starline condoned most of the stuff that happened, most of the freaky stuff. Allowing me and another minor to be able to see the 18 plus chat was a serious no-no. As much as I promised that I wouldn't look there, sometimes I had to because I was getting pinged. And when I got pinged, I ended up seeing things I did not want to see, and I not legally allowed to see. Things that could get them in serious trouble. But they didn't care. Or they didn't care until it got them in trouble. Another time, somebody had read a very suggestive story in the VC, and at first I thought it was shits and giggles, until it got worse and I got hella uncomfortable, but I didn't say anything, because again, I'm a people pleaser, and I don't like causing conflict, so I just let it go. Then another time, apparently somebody else talked about their vor fetish in front of a minor, which was actually really disgusting. And again, Starline would protest that, oh, I fucking hate pedophiles or whatever, and then proceed to condone this behavior and not do anything about it because they were his friends. And yet, the minute one person did something bad, like Creature, like, maybe he, pissed someone off, he'd consider banning Creature over that singular thing. 1 second, you're on his, list of getting banned because you told somebody their opinion on fucking vor is disgusting. Then the next second, somebody could, make call in front of a minor, and he was perfectly fine with it. I don't know. There were red flags, and I didn't see them until they were revealed to me last second. I had woken up to a ping, and I saw what Starline had done. I was utterly disgusted, but I should have known. I genuinely should have known. The flags and the signs were all there. The jokes he used to make in front of me, all that stuff. Streaming a game that had a literal pussy in it. Tell me why this motherfucker was streaming Pussy 3, knowing damn well I was in the call, after knowing damn well I was a minor, and then when I saw the stream, laughed about it. I laughed about it at first, until I didn't, because it was disgusting. I was like, Starline, close the stream, and then he did. But still. And then I remember during one stream, during the Unleashed dub, I had made a joke about the Black and Orange app, and this motherfucker took it farther by emphasizing what I had watched. And it just disgusts me now because I play Tails, a literal child character. And he knew that because he was going, Tails, you're too young. You're the child here. Why are you making those jokes? He says he's the one who drags them on. So, yeah. I quit the casino Starline will no longer appear on my channel. I will no longer appear on his, as he's basically deleted everything for the good. And I'm going to move forward for this situation and pretend like none of this ever happened. I'm going to try to heal best I can. Stay tuned for more uploads, I guess, and bye.
Is it recorded?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Alright. Oh shit, I fucking dropped my earbud. Alright, whatever. Fuck. How the hell do I start this? Hey guys, it's me, Weird Weeb. Fucking, I haven't uploaded in since the start of this year or whatever. So, fucking, man. Fuck, this shit is like a wild roller coaster, huh? Alright, but I got some shit to say about Starline. Fuck. Where do I even begin? Where do I even begin, dude? Do I start with the server? I think I should start with the server.
You should start with the server.
Yeah. For one, there were a bunch of weirdos in that server. I'll be real with you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I am the dude's oh well, I'm no longer the dude's fucking. I used to be his silver. I used to be his silver. This is the fucking voice, I guess. And then I also used to be his I also used to be his mighty. But moving aside from that, and actually fucking addressing his bullshit. Being honest, that entire server was just like fucked. Being real with you. The way it was kind of run was shitty. Chris did his best to like help around and all that, and I did the same. What the weird thing was, originally I was supposed to have the role only to make announcements, just for him to kind of like change his mind later on, and be like, "Oh, actually, you need to mod now." I was like, "Okay." Like, I guess I have to moderate his server. Whoop-de-doo. Now I can like stack more shit on top of me. I love it because I had to do his art. I had to do his I had to voice act, and now I have to moderate his server. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna mention one petty thing. One petty thing. He used to date this person, and they broke up on fucking on Valentine's Day, directly on Valentine's Day. Like, what the fuck? But that's something petty. That's something petty I was holding on to that I needed to let be known. Um, let's start with L. Let's start with L. We're gonna call them L, like fucking Death Note. Um, for one, they mentioned their vorphilia or whatever, out in public. Yeah, they mentioned that out in public. If you have a if you're into that, and like keep it private, you know. I don't want to like know everything, dude. I don't want to know like all your sick shit. For two, they were kind of flirting with taken people, which was weird. Why do you do that? For three,
Oh.
fucking, they had an issue with the person recording this video, Creature. They had an issue with him for bringing up like, for example, say X person does this. They're like something bad, you know. Creature's gonna bring it up like, hey, some person did this, and we're gonna have to deal with that, you know. But they kind of got mad at him for doing that, which is like, why would you get mad at him for doing that if that's like kind of our job for us to deal with? Oh, he's causing drama. Like, dude, we need to know this shit. Moving on to pretty sure Chris called them Sia. I'm just gonna C is just like a whole different mess on their own. L flirted with them a lot too. Sorry, L flirted with them a lot too. Um, they would go into VCs and be begging for them to be called like a good girl, which is really weird. Why would you do that? And I'm pretty sure they did it in the general, the non-18 plus one, and I'm pretty sure you were hanging out with Jester, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Jester, who is 14, and he had to hear that.
Yeah, so he had to had to fucking happen. And I couldn't really do anything because I wasn't like kind of let known until like last minute ish, so I couldn't really do anything. And but I think you let Starline know, if I'm not wrong.
I did, and he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do anything about that. For what I think he did is that he made a special corner for her,
Yeah.
and yeah, um, I don't know why that existed in like the first place. I guess to keep her freak under control or something. Whatever. Another instance, we're gonna call them F. F constantly begged for people to join VC with them for, I am guessing, attention. Call it petty, but whatever. But I feel like they wanted more of that attention. Because whenever I would join, they would instantly start flirting with me, and I was uncomfortable with that. And they did it to Toast, and I did not like that at all. I did not like that one bit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the compliments to Toast Voice were nice. I appreciated that because she feels self conscious about that. But like I appreciated those, but I didn't appreciate the flirting at all. I did not appreciate it. Cause for one, I barely knew the person. For two, um, just like you don't do that to other people's spouses. Um, like I get it, you're poly, whatever, do kumbaya or some shit, but don't do like you have your limits. You know what I mean? Fucking what else? What else did they do? Oh yeah, when a person that shares a name of a character joined, they immediately started saying how much they simped for said character. And that was just kind of weird. Really, really like off-putting and weird. Like why would you I guess you got reminded that you like said character, but why would you do that in like the general group, like general chat? In like just like say for example, Spring Bonnie or some shit. Say for someone named Spring Bonnie joins in the server, and I'm like, oh, I love Spring Bonnie. Oh, how I would touch myself to Spring Bonnie. That's kind of how it was. That's the general tone I
They
got
would
from
say
it.
stuff that would push people away from certain characters they liked, because in return, if they stayed that character, they'd have to deal with the constant flirting.
Yes,
Constant uncomfortable flirting.
and said person who was named said character, um, pretty sure they were a minor, so that's really fucking weird. So that's even way more weird. And they would talk how much they like simp over vanilla in the general chat and in like that kind of way. I don't know if you missed it or not, but I think they
General
deleted it.
non-18 plus, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they deleted it pretty quickly though. What else? Oh yeah, we're moving on to K, who really just didn't do anything good for the server. Um, they did make some of the channels help out with some of the bots, but they kind of fucked it up a lot of the time. And they kind of left me to clean up the mess. Starline left me to clean up with the mess too because he doesn't know how to do any of this shit. So it's like Hey, you know how to do bots and shit. Hey, you do it. Fucking dude, I don't want to do it. Like when Creature called out this person named Emily, I'm pretty sure, for posting weird images of tails. We kind of I also had to deal with that bot at the same time. I had to like deal with fixing that bot. If you, I think, did you mention Emily in your side of the thing?
I don't remember if I did. I recorded that yesterday, then tried to forget about it. I had a headache after finding out everything. I was
Uh,
trying my best not to remember any of this stuff.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'll re-explain it. So for
Yeah.
context, Emily sent images of tails in a maid dress, blushing, and like it's kind of weird. They posted it in the 18 plus chat, and they kept pinging Chris over it. Um, I watched a little bit of Chris's side. I would,
Chris, who is a minor.
yeah,
I'm
Chris is a
unaware.
minor, and I would like to bring up one other thing. Why, like, they also had minor mods like being able to see the 18 plus chats. I
Yeah.
brought up to Starline multiple times, hey, it would be a good idea to separate the mind like the like separate the mod roles, you know? Make a junior moderator and, you know, big moderators like me. So we did that. We did that because I just like fuck it like I said, I like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna do it myself because no he's not gonna do it. So I did it myself. And asked him to remove the roles from Tails and Keegan. Whatever. Tails and whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. Tails and Keegan, I told him to remove the the moderator role from them. He did for 2 days. And then immediately gave him the roles back. I don't know why he did that. When I asked him, he said, "Oh, they're gonna fix the role themselves." And I'm pretty sure he just lied straight up to my face because they didn't like. I don't think they did.
If they did, then they would have, had that role again, but instead, they had the 18 plus mod role the whole time.
Yep, and it just kind of feels like that role was useless.
Yeah.
And hmm, there's moving on to Starline himself. A lot of weird behavior from him. Um, he was matching profile pictures with the Keegan person, who I referred to earlier as K, but I don't really give a fuck about that anymore. They were matching profile pictures, and I'm pretty sure Keegan Yume ships themselves with Starline,
They do. They remember they drew that art.
and that was just kind of weird.
Yeah, they Yume shipped themselves with Starline, but specifically in that art, it was Starline's casino version of Starline, too. That's what made it weird.
What else? Oh yeah, didn't see also moan in calls with Chris in them, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was in the 18 plus calls, so they
Yeah, it was in the
probably
18 plus calls, but that's the thing. I brought this up in my video. He didn't make his own friends aware of minors' ages that were in the 18 plus channel. He just
yeah,
saw the
that is
flirting and let it happen. So basically, he wanted, other people to go down with him, obviously.
that was just kind of really weird. I did also bring that up to him too, and I don't know like fucking why. Like why he like kept it like that way. Um, but moving on, he also flirted a lot with other people when he and like I learned last minute, like basically yesterday, he's in a poly. Like I didn't know that, but like to me, it seemed like he was cheating at first.
I thought he was cheating too, and then I finally learned he was in a poly, apparently.
Yeah, but to me it was cheating. Like I thought it was cheating at first. Like, so you're gonna cheat on your current like partner with someone else. Another thing, he moves on so fast from relationships.
He does, because he doesn't truly care, to be honest. Again,
Like
I don't know if I brought this up in my part of the recording, but the DP that was in the server was the minor that he was flirting with. So what I think happened is they thought the server was his DMs.
that's just extremely fucked. I was thinking that the other day. I was thinking that yesterday. Like, hey, what if the miner that sent the shit in the yeah, and another fucking thing. Why didn't like anyone do anything about it? I was the one who had to do shit about it.
Yeah, I brought it up to other people and they refused to even acknowledge it, which disgusted me about the whole
Yeah.
server.
First we have
Like,
Y and then we have N. Y was like, oh creature, get the fuck away. I'm reading my Sonado smut fanfic. And N was like, I'd rather not deal with it. Huh?
yeah, both terrible ways of doing it.
Like it doesn't make sense. And I was at work at the time. Like I couldn't do anything. Your hand is in your face.
Yeah, my hand tracking turned on and I was lifting up my headset to look at something.
Yeah. But it was really weird. Um, Oof, this is gonna get a little bit heavy. So Starline committed adultery with another person. He he flirted with N's then wife. I don't know if they still are a thing, but he flirted with them, and I'm assuming that they kind of got intimate, and that led up to them. That led up to the partner wanting to I don't know what the best way to say it is, but like
Depart.
depart from the world because they felt so bad for basically cheating on their partner. Yeah, I bet you didn't even know that one, huh?
I didn't even know that one. Ugh.
Yeah. What else? He did also flirt with Toast too, but I didn't mind at the time because like, well, whatever. He's my best friend, so I don't give a fuck. But now looking back at it, he probably would have done the same shit to her than that they did to
The minor.
the part. Yep, minor, the partner of N. So that would have just. Thing is, Toast said she didn't really like him. The only reason why she was in there was because I was in there.
Hmm. That's actually entirely understandable.
A lot of people told me that. I don't know why.
You know why now? You know why now? It's so lovely finding out the hard way. Now, at first I thought he was dense whenever I told him about this stuff and he just didn't do anything about stuff like this. I thought
Hold
he
on,
was one of
let me
those people
go.
that cared about his friends too much to the point he just didn't want to do anything, but then I see the messages about him wanting to remove me from the server more than once. I see what he did to the miner. I see that, no, he just didn't care that other people were doing what he was doing because he didn't want to have to go down alone if he went down. He knew that if he got caught eventually, he wouldn't go down alone if he helped other people also, look bad as well.
Okay, so another thing, he immediately replaced one of his cast members extremely fast. When I asked Speed about it, he was like, "Oh, all I said was like, hey, if this person doesn't come back, like, and they actually want to leave the team, I have another person. But take your time with it, you know? Don't like immediately go in." He immediately went in.
And then he tried to lie and say Speed jumped the gun on it, and he was joking.
Yeah. He did confess to me himself that he had those thoughts. And I literally told him, "Hey, you know how that person feels about being re like having replacement issues, you know? Like, hey, that person has replacement issues. Maybe it's better not to." He didn't listen to me. He didn't not listen to me at all.
And it's a damn shame. But now we see why he
And
didn't listen.
I told him how to properly like do age verification for, the 18 plus because it was just a simple fucking reaction roll. I told him, "Hey, maybe you should have like a ticket system where it's like you submit like a censored ID. You don't have to do anything like show your name and shit, no name, address, and other shit. You have to only show like your birthday, marker all over it, only show the birthday." Hmm? Only show your birthday. Sorry, my sister walked in. But only show your birthday. And it's just weird. Sorry, I'm scrolling up into mine and his DMs right now.
Yeah. You wanna take a quick break from the recording to collect your thoughts real quick? Also, Chris just added me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding Chris's audio to the end of the video.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. He also didn't have any stream rules really. I had to make them myself.
And the only reason he made them was because of me, because I made people mad.
Yeah. No, he had. Well, I had to make them and tell him, "Hey, these are the stream rules. You should probably use these." And let's be real. He never did VR chat ever again because he got too overwhelmed.
You got too overwhelmed because of one person, by the way. And
Pretty sure it was just Jester, no?
yeah, it was just Jester.
Yeah. Another thing, the person that he immediately replaced got on mine and yours case, right? And they were mad at us for overwhelming him. Who puts that level of care and then just like immediately gets replaced? Like they didn't do anything wrong, you know? They didn't do anything wrong.
They didn't. They did nothing wrong and immediately were replaced because Starline just wanted a new Whisper right away. He couldn't deal with confrontation or any of that stuff. Didn't want to have to talk. Just wanted what he wanted, like that.
It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
He definitely did way, way more, I think. Because, first of all, he solely hung out in the 18 plus calls. And I'm pretty sure Chris was just like mentioning how he wasn't comfortable being in those calls.
Yeah, Chris brought that up more than once, how
And
Starline never got in the normal calls to talk to his other audience, the non-18 plus one, and he did nothing about it.
and I did like kind of tell him that during the, "Hey, you need to separate the mod roles." He said, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna start hanging out in the non-18 plus calls more often." Sorry, I'm gonna start hanging out in the non-18 plus calls more often. And he only did it for like 2 days.
Ma'am?
There's a tendency for doing things in 2 days, and then just kind of
Yes,
stop it.
ma'am.
It's just weird. And he asks me quite often for stuff. I did offer some stuff too, don't get me wrong, but he did also like Gotta be like, hey, you need to draw this. Hey, you need to draw that. Hey, I would like you to draw a banner, or hey, I would like you to make a PNG of Tails or something like that. Um, fuck.
And you ended up
When
doing
all
all that
this,
stuff
yeah,
because you
yeah.
could trust him at the time.
He also asked for a. When I first met him, he only wanted the PNG. I think a month later on, he wanted way more stuff to his PNG, like pajamas, a robe, a lot of stuff that is kind of complicated to add to like something that I thought I would have to be like a one and done thing. Cause at the time, his current girlfriend, like at the time, his girlfriend, asked his girlfriend, my old, like, not my old boss, she still is my boss, but at the time, his girlfriend, then girlfriend, went up to me like, "Hey, could you pretty please make a PNG for my boyfriend?" I'm like, "Sure, why not? I don't see the issue." And I did that.
We found
Um,
the issue.
I did that. Then later down the line, the issue fucking arised of he wants a million things, and I feel like shit because I'm gonna have to charge her for all of that shit. Cause I have to make my money somehow. And and that my boss, she's a really nice fucking person. I'm gonna be real. She does not overwork me at all.
Hey, I'm one of your
Like,
bosses. I don't overwork you. Do I?
you don't overwork me at all, dude.
I don't. I asked you, hey, can you draw this? And then, like, you haven't even drawn it yet, and I haven't complained.
You remind me sometimes, but I'm like, I'm busy. I'm busy doing some shit. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, hey, it's all good. I just remind you to make
Yeah.
sure you remember. That's it.
Yeah, I kind of understand it when you saying it in like a joking tone, like, "Hey, draw me my shit now." But
No,
it's like, okay,
that's not what I do. I normally go, Weeb. Where's the
it
art?
caresses you slowly. It just like caresses you slowly across the face or some shit. But yeah, you don't really.
It's a bit more like, where's my art, Weeb?
Yeah, but it's like within the day you ask, so.
Anyways,
It is in within the day
back-
you ask, so it's like
okay,
back on topic.
we needed that. We needed to calm ourselves down.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Um. I did vent to that guy a lot. I did vent to him a lot. He did not really respond as much as I expect to. Because you know how I went through that X situation.
I think so. If I remember correctly.
Well, I'll just like quote it in the chat later on today, and you're gonna like look at it and you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I was going through an X situation, and I was talking to him about that. He really didn't say much other than, "Oh, that's fucked." Okay, thank you, I guess. And then when I went to other people to like, let them know about that shit, I got way more responses from them than him. And another thing, said X was calling me expendable and replaceable. Come like 1 week later, 1 week later after that fucking incident, the fucking Whisper voice actor got replaced. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, they have horrible like replacement issues, and you just do that shit, like, huh? After what I went through too, like you'd like pull some shit like that.
There's one thing that I need to tell you.
What's up?
When Starline didn't confess to me that he was an Apolly, he led me on to believe that he wasn't an Apolly, because I remember I vented to him. I was having a full-on breakdown. I was in a really depressive state because I missed
Mm-hmm.
somebody I deeply care about. I still miss that person. And then he brought up his ex, how he would like stalk their account and stuff, and how he can't anymore because their account is gone. And apparently it might have been an ex before Lilith. I am not too sure.
Oh, so you do know Lilith, all right?
Yeah, I
That
know.
Lilith is
I've
my
met her.
boss.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Lilith is my boss.
Yeah, I've met her. She was nice when I met her.
Yeah.
But he confessed to me that he would stalk this person's account, would watch everything about their account, wouldn't stop watching their account. It's weird, really, to think about, because he was in a relationship while being obsessed with someone to the point he was stalking them, and he told me in that call he was still trying to find them. If you would have looked at the call logs in the server, you would have seen it. Unless he deleted it. Because I know he had a tendency for deleting things in the call logs that he didn't want to be seen.
I'm no longer a part of the server, so I can't really see shit.
I know, but I'm saying before that even. You might have deleted it.
What else? Shit, man. I don't know. I think a lot of people vented to him. He does flirt with a lot of people, though. Um, I don't know if it's for sexual gratification or what, but he does flirt a lot.
That is something about
Hell,
him I
hell,
never, ever
dude.
liked.
Toast told me, like after this entire shit, right? When I was away, he went up to her, and she wears the provocative avatars. Who cares? She does it in private. But he went up to her, boing, 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 boing. Who the fuck does that?
No. And funny thing, he complained about those on stream when he did a VR chat stream when I was there. But here's
Yeah,
the thing, that's not what made him quit the stream. What made him quit is it just got too loud, apparently.
Yeah, like I don't mind those in private. I don't mind them at all. In public, when you're streaming, I have a huge issue with that.
Everybody
Especially
should
if
have,
you,
but not everybody did for some reason. Especially when there's, minors watching.
especially when there's a minor in the fucking like instance, huh? Hello? And didn't he mention how he was going to like kick Jester out because he whatever? Like you brought this on yourself. You brought
He said he was going to kick him and then ended up just not doing it because he said, well, if I would have kicked one person, I would have kicked everyone. Except for my friends.
So are you like not his friend? Am I not his friend? Well, like, what is that? Like, what is that supposed to like
That
indicate?
was really confusing.
Because the one person is like that isn't his friend is there, huh? There's only one person that isn't his friend.
No, apparently those other people, he didn't count them as friends or something. I'm still not sure.
That's funny. No, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny because they are his friends. They are. They're part of his family. His quote unquote family.
Yeah, so
And I am part of that.
The only person he really didn't have friended there was, again, Jester. But
Yeah.
he refused to truly acknowledge that.
Again, I am part of that quote unquote family. And like it doesn't make sense. Why would you kick out your family? Even though you'd be like, my family, really close group of friends. Like I wouldn't understand that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Again, a lot of the shit he does doesn't make sense. Like, why would you go up to someone and say one thing and then go up to someone and say the other thing?
Who he is as a person is just something no one should aim to be.
And the younger Silver there, he looked up to Starline. He looked up to him. And that just reminds me of a different situation all entirely. One, me and Starline basically got buddy over, because we shared a mutual hatred towards that person, and it was someone named Streamer Sonic. That account is long gone. They deleted it after they got called out. But to put it simply, Streamer Sonic groomed someone. They groomed one of my closest friends.
And you know what's fucked up? He said he would aim to never be like one of those people.
He said he would aim to never be like Streamer Sonic. And when someone someone had a drama with someone else, how do I put this? Someone had a different drama with someone else, someone part of his family. So when he said to the person causing the issues, he said, "Oh, you're like Streamer Sonic." It doesn't make sense. You don't say something like that and then do something like this.
Yeah, he's something else.
You go up to I got along with him because I thought we both hated Streamer Sonic. But I guess did he disciple or something?
Did he disciple?
Like,
Thank you.
sorry, I had to make some sort of joke, dude. Fuck,
It's fine. I understand where you're coming from. I mean, your best friend of how long? Just did
for
that.
basically a year.
Best
a year and a
friend
half.
Of a year and a half. Did that without you noticing, without anyone noticing. And when it was first hinted at, because the minors sent their nudes in his server, it was wiped from everything, so there would be no proof it was ever sent.
He said he would deal with it himself.
And now we know what he means by that. He probably
'Cause-
told them not to send anything like that in his server ever again.
Because from my understanding, the person didn't get banned. I checked the ban logs multiple times that day just to see if he ever banned them. He didn't.
Unless he did ban them and deleted that message, so, no one would know who it was.
No, the
and
only
try to message
person
them.
that was banned was one of someone like Chris's stalkers. That was the only person that was banned. And when I checked the logs, all it said that the person was kicked. Not banned, kicked. The
'Cause
ban
he
button is a
loved them.
completely separate button.
Because he loved them. He loved a 16-year-old that was sending him nudes and wanted them to join the server back eventually, but was waiting for everything to calm down. That's what I can understand from this.
And not to even mention it, he didn't even to mention it. But when the Emily situation was going on, I already had everything handled. I'm guessing Emily went up and started lying or something about it, and I guess it overwhelmed Starline to the point where Speed had to join and basically quell the situation down, but he already dealt with it. We already dealt with it, right? And that just I guess to throw us under the bus or something, because he was mad at us. And when I explained to Speed that hey, I already dealt with it, we already dealt with it, right? And that just I guess to throw us under the bus or something, because he was mad at us. And when I explained to Speed that hey, I already dealt with it, we already dealt with it, right? And that just I guess to throw us under the bus or something, because he was mad at us. And when I explained to Speed that hey, I was just like, I already handled the situation and shit. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for basically crashing out on you."
And that's something I realized. Whenever Speed got mad, it was because Starline told him something. He never got the other side of
Yeah,
the story, just what Starline told him. That just shows something else.
and within the case of Para, Para had issues. All right, I'll be real with you. Para did have issues. They got mad at me often for like no reason when I was just trying to be playful. They also how do I put it? Solely hung out in the 18 plus calls. Number two, they basically downplayed something that happened, but I guess they learned after. But it doesn't mean like you still dismissed it. Like you, hey, creature, you're trying to bring up this issue? Do something about it. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? What the fuck you think you lately, huh? That doesn't make sense, right? But Para was a whole can of worms. Like, would I have him banned? Not really. I would have just had like a warning for him, like, hey, can you please not continue this behavior? It's kind of fucked. I wouldn't outright ban the guy. I just said, like, when he said, should I ban Para? I didn't really say anything. All I said was just like when Para came like to mind, like I was like, well, yeah, he causes some issues, but that's all I said. I didn't want the dude banned. I just wanted like some like sort of warning. But I guess he caused way too many issues. Because when he did mention my name as the people who wanted him banned, I wasn't one of those people.
When he mentioned my name as well, I did not immediately say ban Bar. I was like, I mean, if anybody's causing issues, you do you. You can ban them if you want, I guess. I don't care, not my server.
I didn't care at all, dude.
I didn't either.
Because you do you. You do you. I don't give a fuck. But all in all, just wrapping things up, coming to conclusion here. Um, Honestly, just a bunch of shitty behavior that just like kind of flew under the radar, flew under like everyone's noses. Did I start like noticing them later on? Yeah, I did. And I was gonna bring those issues up to him. But then everything went down. Cause when Whisper got kicked, when the Whisper VA got kicked, when that got kicked, got replaced. Sorry, when the Whisper VA got replaced, I just started, just like slowly, just like remembering everything and just jotting everything down in my head. Like, wait a minute, this connects to that, and that connects to this. Come after the Phoenix Wright stream, this shit happens. And he said he had to cut those streams like down to deal with personal drama.
And I just want to point out, you said yourself you wanted me in the Phoenix Wright stream. He then proceeds to stream it in a different server that he knows I'm not in.
Yeah.
And he
Also,
kept doing that more and more. I'm gonna be honest. He kept like pushing me out of streams.
Yeah. I wanted you in the Sonic Unleashed stream. I wanted you in the Phoenix Wright stream. I was like, huh?
Lunar kicked me out of that one.
Yeah. Like, I wanted you to be Chip. I wanted you to be the what was it, the balding guy, Pain. But he like didn't really fucking like. I would have assumed that you were in the server, and then I didn't see you pop up. So I was like, and then it was already too late because the stream started. Oh yeah. not only that, um, he realized last minute his fuck up with replacing, um, the Whisper voice actor. He realized that oh, we have to do this Cuphead stream. We have to do this Bendy stream because they play a character in those streams. The fuck?
And that's why he acted like he'd never wanted them kicked, because he saw a purpose in them again. He saw a purpose to use, and that's all he wanted, for them to fulfill their purpose.
I don't give me like what the fuck? Okay. I wouldn't really replace someone unless they were causing issues personally to me. Was the Whisper VA causing any issues? No. No, they weren't. If anything, they didn't really even talk in the server that much. Like I guess their only grand sin was like slightly disliking speed or like disliking speed. That was their only grand sin, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
I remember Starline saying he wants everyone to get along with speed, otherwise it would end up bad. Something like that.
Like yeah, at first I didn't get along with speed, yeah. And then I just like kind of confronted him about like the thing, you know, like hey, I didn't really appreciate that. Blah blah blah.
I couldn't confront him about it because Starline told me specifically not to talk to him at all. No matter
Another
what.
thing. He told me to keep an eye on you.
He told me to basically be watched by a mod at all times.
Yeah, I did not want to do with that. Like, sorry, I don't want to join in like a fucking voice chat when I'm like trying to be in a different thing with host. Like shit, I'm sorry. I want to like spend time. I'm like, why?
Did he ever give you his actual reasoning?
Nope. Just keep an eye on him.
That's insane. Hold up. I'm putting something back.
Sorry, I am biting the fuck out of my nails right now.
I was playing Tamagotchi Life to distract myself this whole time, I'm not gonna lie. I was putting my Switch on the charger, that's why I reached over.
Oh, hold on, my Switch is dead. Let me put my Switch on the
it's not dead
charger.
yet. It's gonna die. So I put it on the charger for now.
I probably should do that. I should probably do that myself, but yeah. Just a lot of weird behavior, and could like I don't get why you have like the gall to call me your best friend and then immediately do this shit. Like, dude. Salud.
He called you his best friend for a reason. Because he saw you had a purpose. You were good at art, and he wasn't. So he wanted to use you for your art. Think about it. How many times did you guys actually really hang out?
Very few times.
And how many times did he ask you for art?
Quite a bit.
And then whenever he talked to me in DMs, he only would really ever care about, hey, is my 3D model done yet? And then like I'd be like, hey Starline, can I be in the stream? Are you gonna work on my 3D model after? Speaking of which, he wanted that so bad. I'm putting a link in the description to a Google Drive with the unfinished 3D model of Starline, if y'all want it.
He's never working on that shit again.
I'm never working on. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm not going to. You can't make me.
Hey, how about you make me a 3D model of my persona? No, I'm just kidding, man. You don't have to.
I will.
I was just saying that as a fucking joke. A joke.
I will.
No,
I'm putting the 3D model of the unfinished Casino Starline in the description. If you want to put your PNGs of him in there as well, you can. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I already deleted those sheets.
Yeah, I'll put them in there if you want me to.
I mean, go ahead. I don't fucking have a use for them.
Exactly, that's why I'm giving the model away. I don't have a use for it anymore. Not gonna finish Pedoline.
Yeah, I'm never like really going to mess with the PNGs ever again. They're like off of my like drive. Dude, I was talking about Starlines.
Oh. Pointing at myself. Where's mine? What about mine?
Where's mine? Where's
I
mine?
won the
Where's
raffle.
mine?
Come on, man.
I
Come on, man.
won the raffle, dude.
Let me.
Yeah, but my I guess my shit's more clearer now because like I don't have to draw shit for him.
Yeah, you're not gonna be told to draw things constantly. Speaking of draw, the
Yeah,
fact
like
his background was AI still makes me mad to this day.
yeah,
I didn't
like
realize
really
that
only
till later, till Jester pointed it out when I was already
yeah,
parked this
saying like
morning.
I didn't notice until you pointed it out either.
Yeah, Jester pointed it out to me because he was like trying to find evidence against Starline. He was like trying to dig into the streams first. Then all the evidence just threw itself onto Jester.
You know, like immediately, like right now, fucking.
Yep.
What else? Well, at least I can focus more on my personal and just commissions, I guess, for Lilith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Starline
But
say she stopped posting? Starline had told me she stopped posting.
she's still posting. I don't know what he's talking about.
You told me she stopped posting. Like,
Yeah, she just streams on her personal channel.
oh. Mm. Well, alright, well, do you have anything else to say?
Starline, you're a bitch, you're a bum. If you're watching this video, fuck you. Also, haha, I got you fucking kicked out of your goddamn little LARPing circle.
What do you mean, little LARPing circle?
Oh yeah, I'll let you know after you're done recording.
Alright, and before I go on to Jester's part, because Jester's part is going to be after this, Starline, if you are watching this, I already said this in my first part, get off the internet, and I know you're not going to listen to that. I know you as a person, you're going to stick around. So, do yourself a favor, start from scratch, at least. Delete your accounts on everything and restart. Because your name leaves a bad taste in anyone's mouth now who says it. I'm not even going to refer to you as Starline. Prince Flamer. Or should I say his real name?
Oh nah, I wouldn't say his fucking real name.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to be that petty.
You are you're a better person than him.
I'm not going to be that petty. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be that petty. Know that you need to change as a person. If I catch you streaming again and you use the model in the description, you already got Weave's PNG, so hopefully you change those PNGs. I mean, that's his art. Copyright law.
I literally said, do not use my art ever again.
Yeah, parody law still counts. His work, not yours. Also,
Yep.
if I catch you somehow paid somebody to finish that 3D model that I was making for you, and you use it, I am going to take action myself. Alright, on to Jester's part then.
Some of the things I could say, Starline just didn't really care about. Well, extreme favoritism in the server, that led to me getting kind of, like, targeted for a little bit. But that's not too important. I think the biggest thing that happened to me in that server is a server member that I will not name, because I don't think they're actually really guilty. But they moaned in my ear. They're a grown adult, I'm a minor. They were unaware I was a minor, which I will say they didn't ask. But they're also apparently normal there. Anyway, I reported this to Starline, and he really could care less. So that was a pretty big thing. I think that was like the worst thing that happened to me there. I've heard a lot of other things that happened there that are honestly just despicable. So I think that's all I can really say.
I mean, there was also the Vor.
Oh, Oh yeah, yeah. Another person, which I could care less about them. So Lunar, as they went to the server, they didn't do anything to prove themselves innocent in any way. They just kind of outwardly set their vor fetish in front of me, and then proceeded to call it cute. So also reported that. I got nothing back.
Yeah, Starline did jack shit, and
In fact, I actually got in trouble for expressing my uncomfortability for
yeah,
that.
for expressing your discomfort, you got in trouble, and that was one of the main reasons. They got VTuber.
It's honestly like a what's it called? It's like a mafia, really. You can't talk about anything, or else you will get punished. It's terrible. It's like a Russian dictatorship, really. I can probably consider it mostly like Marxism, but everyone in the server that's not a staff member or is friends with a staff member is disabled. Only history people would get that. Marxists, according to they don't like disabled people. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, that's really all I could say in the YouTuber thing. All I could say is, well, I got kicked for literally no reason. But I think he kind of apologized for that, just not to me.
From what I understand, basically, he was told that we started stuff, but wasn't given the actual thing on what we started.
Yeah, that explains why I got, nothing in return.
Ban somebody from the streams for talking?
Pretty sure they did, actually.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they kept saying he was
name?
spamming just because he was talking.
Oh my god, what was his name? Something Nugget. Something Nugget. I think it was a slur.
No, it wasn't a slur. It was I think it was Bum Nugget or something like that.
Yeah, whatever it was. He was asking questions. He was repeating himself a lot, but he was getting
because
ignored
they
a
were
lot.
ignoring him.
Yeah, they were ignoring him, and then he got banned from the stream. And I just want to say, they did not ban the guy that was posting literal pornography in their chat.
Yeah, because apparently that was
on
one
the
of the
stream.
mods.
What?
Yeah, no. From what I'm aware of, that might have actually been one of their mods that was just doing that because they thought it was funny.
Wow. Thanks, bro. Classic.
I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. I will at the end of this.
No matter what it is, even if it's a staff member or not, they didn't ban the guy in order to do anything about it.
Ban the guy. I will put it on screen though, because if it was a staff member, that makes it 10 times worse. Because everyone knows, a majority of Starline's audience is children, because it's Sonic. He's playing a character from Sonic, a kids franchise. Which I brought this up in my
really ironic.
With Weeb. Why do you have an 18 plus chat in a Sonic themed server? More importantly, why did people? Why are you letting minors in there? Yeah, and more importantly, why did they not use it when they did moaning and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't really get that. That was in the general chat, by the way. General call, I mean.
Yeah, general call, the moaning, and the vor fetish shit went on in there.
Yeah.
It's just diabolical.
Yeah, it's deplorable. It's disgusting.
I don't know if Chris or someone else has something else to say, so I'm gonna cut the recording here, and it might end, it might just skip to something else, but that is, I needed to bring this guy in because he is one of the victims of that server. Yeah, the evil jester.
Starline lied. Starline very flat out lied. He knew I was a minor. I had told him when I first met him I was a minor. Lilith told him when I first met him, because Lilith was the reason I met Starline, that I was a minor. It was very obvious that I was a minor. I'm very open about that because I don't want to get diddled. Also because I legally have to be open about that. But we had an online family, I'm pretty sure it was the Nova family, where Starline and Lilith were the parents, and then they had the kids, but then, which were other friends of theirs, the very younger kids, kids around my age. And the reason why we were the kids is, again, we were minors that they had online adopted, which was kind of weird the way they did it. But, Lilith, it has nothing to do with this. Lilith and Starline eventually split, and then the Nova family fell apart. But during that time, I was seen as their son. Very openly, the kid's son. The preteen son. Very openly, the child. He knew I was a kid. And then when it was open and let out that I was a minor in his server, he pretended to act all shocked, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know they were a minor. So he could cover his own ass. This dude flat out lied. And I was like, I told you I was, never mind, maybe I didn't. I was doubting myself. And now I've come to realize he dead ass knew I was a minor and proceeded to pretend like he did it anyway. And then after knowing I was a minor, still did stuff. Inappropriate things. Let me get away with shit. And oh my, it just pissed me the fuck off realizing this while I was just thinking about this incident. But yeah, I've not regretted my decision of leaving the casino. I will be doing more streams with Creature and Silver and a lot of their friends, whatever, to heal from this. And now that I'm more free from the casino, I can. But yeah.
This is Casino Tales signing off.